building again. We never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my...
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Mexico City Diablos. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Reset.
To throw on second is Watson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Detroit! Right there. 54, right there. Gun!
From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. To throw on second down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Watson now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. And let him knock it through.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray forced out to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20.
Is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson off play action. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. After the run, Watson going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And now back out comes the offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off play action. Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Reset.
After the interception, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Operating from the gun. Murray looking downfield for Jones. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray now. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They come out here, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. The 20. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Absolutely. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
"35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Back to throw. Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game.